Hi friends, welcome back. In last session, we discussed about key pair, how key pair will work. Key pair is a region dependent. Same key we can use number of servers. We can copy the key from one region to another region. If we lost the PIM, then how we can connect? So what are the default username for default flavors? Imagine Linux is EC2 user, Ubuntu is Ubuntu, Red Hat is a EC2 user, CentOS is CentOS. So and if we lost the PIM key, then how we have troubleshooted and we can finally get the key. These things we have discussed in last session. In today we can discuss more about EC2 instance options. Now I am in AWS console. If I click the launch instance, I can see as a first option AMI, Amazon Mission Image. In the description, I can see an AM is a template that contains the software configuration, operating system, application server, and applications required to launch your instance. So this is the definition I can see. We can talk about more AMIs. An AMI is a pre-configured template for launching EC2 instances. It means if you select any AMI, that AMI contains pre-configurations. Pre-configuration means already Amazon people already injected the what are the required configurations or required ISO files into that AMI. So in for example, if you want to install Windows 10 or 11 in your laptop, what you have to do, you have to purchase Windows software. You have to pay for 500 or 1000 rupees and you have to get the CD or pen drive. Then you have to insert your laptop. Then you have to click next. Like that, you have to install the software operating system, Windows 10 or Windows 11. Then only you can perform your operations in your laptop. Without operating system you can't do anything, right? In the same manner, AWS team, what they will do directly, they will inject the that pre-configurations like CD configurations like Windows or Ubuntu, whatever Windows or Linux configurations into form of AMIs. Let's take an example. If you want to install Ubuntu in your Windows machine, what you have to do, you have to download the Ubuntu desktop file, right? If you click download, that what will happen? It will try to download the ISO file, right? I can see it is downloaded ISO file. It contains 5.9 GB. Just now I have cancelled. I don't want to download because I don't want that. So if I select the Ubuntu, what happened here? That ISO file is already injected to this AMI. That is meaning here pre-configured template. Based on the AMI, They installed some required softwares and repositories, everything. AMI team, Amazon team, not AMI team, sorry, Amazon team, they will install the things and will give us. If you want to more AMIs, click browse more AMIs directly here, or go to EC2 instance, search for EC2. Here also same option, AMI catalog, same thing will open. So in the AMI session, you will get the n number of images. See, this is the Amazon Linux free available verified by AWS. Here it is the provider, verified by provider. What it contains: platform, root device type, virtualization, and architecture. Right, we are selecting the 64-bit computer, 32-bit, like that. Here it is the architecture. In the same here as well, Amazon Linux 2, this is the Amazon Linux 23, and this is kernel 5.1.0, this is a kernel 6.1, right? Different types, but same device type, same virtualization, and same architecture also. If I scroll it down, I can see Red Hat images and SUSE Ubuntu images also I can see here. The same here as well, AMI catalog, and here also choose AMI, same options. Okay, in catalog session, you can see the n number of AMIs available. Here also we have available Windows as well. For Windows, already they have set up all configurations. They'll give one AMI ID. If you find the AMI ID, so this is the AMI ID, which is more important, which is help for architecture 64-bit 86. This is for ARM. ARM means Advanced Risk Management. Okay, just this AMI XBit 64-bit 86, which is the our Linux server. We are using that AMI only to launch the EC2 instance, which is very important. See, this ARM means Advanced Risk Mission. So this thing we are not, we can't consider this AMI. We can consider only these AMIs. Okay, so not only these, you can, if you want to create own AMIs as well. How to do that? We can deep dive into more. If I go to the next point, it is the core deployment artifact in for EC2. Correct. So this is the core artifact. Without AMI, we can't launch EC2 instance, right? So this is the key attribute, which is in mandatory attribute to launch the EC2 instance, right? This is not a optional, but here it is. I can see this. I can see some of the optionals. If you want, don't select the key pair also, you can select the instance. Proceed without a key pair, but we have to select the option only. But without key pair also, we can launch the EC2 instance. But without AMI, we can't do, right? Yes, that is the most important point. And one more point I need to add, I missed to add here PPT, but the main point is AMIs are region dependent. If I jump into Ohio region, if I find the same Amazon Linux mission, same Amazon, but here I will get the different AMI. See, I can see here different AMI. I selected Amazon Linux only. C30 at last I can see, right? See, this is the AMI for, this is the AMI for Ohio region, but this is my AMI for North Virginia region. See, each in same AMI only, but region different. That is why AMI is different. So AMI is region dependent. This is the very important. Interviewer will ask, so what are the region dependent? What are the global services you have worked on? Yes, yeah. He will ask, AMI is region dependent or global? Yes, sir. AMI is a region dependent only. If we want, we can copy. We can move it as well. We can copy. So that in this way too you have to answer. Okay, let's discuss about more. What does AMI contains? Operating system. Yeah, this is we have discussed already. Operating system means Amazon Linux, Ubuntu, RHL, Windows. So these are the operating system, right? And installed packages and software. Some applications and dependencies also it will download. Maybe M or wget, unzip, some predefined configurations and applications or softwares. See, if you want to download any zip file, we need a wget, right? That is also one kind of software that Red Hat team already installed that, right? And application configurations. If you install any application, it will automatically go on the logs some specific directory. So they will offer the some specific locations. Today we will launch one more EC2 instance and install the Nginx. So we can see how it will behave. Root value snapshot. The if you launch the EC2 instance, have you observed this? So it will automatically create the EBS value, right? If I click the launch instance, already I have launched the EC2 instance. If I click select the instance here, let it comes up. Click the, if I select the instance, first you need to select the instance and come to storage section. Here I can see the device volume size. So this means that value attached to EC2 instance. Without volume, we can't launch the EC2 instance as well, right? This volume is root value. This contains means root device name slash dev xvda is attached to this specific EC2 instance. If required, we can add more volumes as well. That volumes topic we will discuss later. For now, we can discuss more about the AMI section. And launch permissions. Control which accounts can use the AMI. See, that AMI is only dedicated to this account only. If you want to install, if you want to launch EC2 instance with a dedicated with a in another account, that time what you have to do, you have to copy the AMI or move the AMI, then only it will work. Until unless it won't work. Root device mapping. So already we seen about the root device mount point and virtualization type. what is where I get the virtualization type here? See, here I can see the, if I go to here, platform Amazon, root device type EBS, virtualization HVM, and ENA enabled S, and architecture. See, these are the options. You have a doubt. Why we have two AMI IDs here, right? One for architecture 64, one for 64-bit ARM. We are not using ARM, we are using only 64-bit 86. So in that case, you have to select first one. If you select this, 64-bit ARM will open. So we won't work like that. We have to select first option. Then it will applies to this AMI. If I select the AMI, launch instance with the AMI. Now it has selected that AMI only. And here I can give the Linux server. So already I have my Linux server. I don't want to show you. See, already we have discussed architecture. It will offer two architectures. After that, I want to show you more on the instance life cycle. First one, with help of AMI, click launch, we can get, it will first went to pending state, then it will start first, sorry, it will went to pending state, then it comes to running, right? Now it is running. How many states are available and how it will work, we can see detail about today. Linux underscore server. Where it went? Sorry, oops. Here I have to Linux underscore server. Just click, yeah. So this means actually contains the tag section. It will defaultly, we have to give the name tags. See, whatever I have given, it will automatically loaded as a name. I haven't given name there, that by directly that AWS team will manage the some of the things. In the name, whatever we are modified over here, it will automatically consider as the this tag, this name tag. So these tags are very important. If you want, you can add the more tags like environment, QA, and this instance owner. You can give any name. So using that, you can, these tags, why these tags is required? These tags, using these tags, we can easily filter the servers. For our, this is the lab, right? So that is why we have only seen one server. In especially in real time, we have hundreds of servers are available, maybe 500, 600. That time you have to filter it. How you can filter here? Using environment or any owner or any extra tags. How I can add that? Let me unselect all, then just search here, go and select carefully the tags. How we can see these are the tags are available. Just click environment equal to QA. So it will print only one instance. If we can launch the one more instance, let me show you. Let me launch one more EC2 instance without adding tags. Okay, I don't want a key. Just launch instance. But in my account now, without filter, I can see two EC2 instances. But without filter, I can see two instances. If I add filter based on the tags, environment is equal to QA, I can see only one server, right? This is the way tags will work. Now we have completed the storage and tags section as well. Just keep it in mind. If you have replaced any name here, it will tag key value. Here it is capital N, capital N name. Tags contain key value pairs. You have to provide the key along with the value. Duplications are not allowed. Again, you have to type environment QA, it won't support, right? You have to give the unique name or unique ID. So, like you can give anything created today, whatever tags, or today date, or Monday, Tuesday. These tags is very helpful. So we can discuss more about those when it will help us. But for now, just keep it in mind how the tags we have to modify. And storage, we have discussed about the root device name, storage and all. If I go to PPT, first we have select the AMI and all default configurations. Click launch. It first it will enter to pending state, then it comes to running. If I select the instance, click the actions. Click the instance state. I can see three states. First state, stop. Here, I'm here. If I stop the instance, what happened? Instance will stop. Again, I can resume it. I can resume it. Means let me stop the EC2 instance. I have stopped the EC2 instance. See, after some time, it went to stopped state. Now it is in stopping state. After it went to stopped state. For detailed visualization, I am going to select the instance. Now it is in stopped state. Again, if you want, you can start or terminate. Two options are available. See, if you go to instant state, start or terminate. If you want to use, you can start the instance. Then again it will went to pending state, then it comes to running state. If you don't want this instance, that time what you have to do, you can delete or terminate the instance. Once you terminate the instance, you can't retrieve again. So just in real time, don't do this kind of stuff, which is more important, right? Let me, the instance is running, right? Now I'm going to stop the instance again. I am stopping the instance. This is one loop. This complete architecture here, it is one loop. If I select the stop to terminate instance state, terminate instant, yes, directly we can terminate it. That instant went to terminate and terminated. Just we have select the instance, terminate. That instance is terminated. After that, once terminated, can we start the instance again? No. See, now you can filter here it is. That filter also instance will be terminated. it will go on after some time. Right. One more feature we have, reboot. Just in actions, sorry, in instant state, reboot the instance. It will just stop and start the EC2 instance. It will reboot it automatically. It will stop and start the EC2 instance. Same like Windows restart. If I click Windows restart, how it will work? It will stop the Windows machine. Again, Windows will comes up without any manual intervention. Right. One option, these options are available for the instance lifecycle. First option is stop, start, terminate, reboot. These are the options only available. If interviewer asks the instance lifecycle, you have to explain the this way. AMI, launch, first it went to pending state, then it comes to running state. If we wish to stop the server, we can go and select the actions. We can, sorry, go and select the instance state. We can stop the instance. Again, we can, whenever we want, we can start the instance. If we don't want, we can terminate it, and if you want, we can reboot it. In the real time, don't directly stop and start reboot. Don't this kind of things. If required, we can do, but until unless, don't do this kind of stuff. Okay, just keep it in mind. Instance life cycle. Maybe some of the interviewer also will ask the same questions. Tell me the instance life cycle. Okay, so this instance, so how we can protect the termination? Here we can see, unfortunately, I have selected the instance state. Instead of stop, I have selected the terminate instance. It will impact whole application, right? It will impact our work as well, right? So what we have to do this? To overcome this issue, we have one of the greatest feature available in AWS. Select the EC2 instance and actions, instance settings, change termination protection, change to enable, save it. Once you save this, what will happen? If you select the EC2 instance, you can't terminate it. It will say us fail to terminate the EC2 instance, may not be terminated. Modify its disable API termination, instant attribute, and try again. Until you disabled the termination protection, it won't terminate. And change stop protection. So here also you can set the stop. If you enable this option, even you can't stop the EC2 instance also, right? This option is not required, but we have that feature as well. And also change shutdown behavior. If you enable the, see, shutdown behavior, if you enable this the shutdown behavior, if you stop the, we are going and select the stop instance, right? If you stop the instance need to be terminated or only stop. That is also we can select, which means If you stop the instance, if you select the terminate, what will happen? If you stop the instance will automatically terminate. Okay, so this is the important feature you have to remember. Change instance migration. So this is not required for now. For keep it mind in these options: change termination production, change stop production, change shutdown behavior. See, if you observe the terminology, here is the production, here is the behavior. Behavior means if you stop the instance, automatically what behavior is it instance should be behave. It will behave like either stop or shut down. These two options only available. And one more option I want to show you here. Unfortunately, I have launched the T2 micro instance. Can I change to T2 any instance type? Yes. We can discuss in future instance types topic. For now, T2 micro to T2 medium or T2 large. You will get to know the instance types in the future section. But for now, that option also available. I'll show you in the future. Right? This AMI AMI will save the lot of time, right? If you install the Windows, it will take too much time. It will take around 30 to 45 minutes. If I want to install Windows machine, it will get easily. Or Linux machine also, it will get easily, right? It will save lot of time. And also, in environment, cloning. Clone means duplicating. We can create multiple environments with the help of the AMIs. And disaster recovery. If any failures happen one of the region, we can copy and move the AMIs from one region to another region. We can use it. How to do that? See, this is my Linux machine. Now, what I'm click the connect, simply connecting. What I'm doing here, I'm installing one of the popular web server, Nginx. Directly I'm going to install the Nginx. I'm doing, just sudo su so yum install nginx hyphen y. So I have selected T2 micro, right? So that is why it is saying very slow. Service nginx status. See, this is inactive. Let me start the status. Status is active and running here. I can observe here active and running. Let me go to here, copy the public ID. So public IP, we'll discuss about more about public IP and private IPs. Just hit enter. If you receive this site can't be reached, that time what you have to do, you have to enable the security groups. How to do that? Click the security, select the security groups, edit inbound rule and add rule all traffic anywhere, save rules. In real time, no, not like this, we can't do this, we have to follow the different approach. If I refresh the page again, sorry, I have copied the which IP, public IP only, right? 27, yes, public IP only. Why this is not coming? Let me open the browser again. See, continue to site. Welcome to Nginx. See, this is the web page. I got it here. This web page I have installed the multiple softwares. Now, what I have to do? I have to move this AMI to one region to another region. So we can do directly what we can do. Just this is the AMI, right? This is the instance, right? We want to move from one region to another region. Select the instance, click the actions. At last second option, we can see image and templates. Create image. Okay, what we have to do? Launch. Select the Linux server. Go to actions, image and template. Create image. Give the image name. Move this image to Ohio. I mean North Virginia, right? I'm giving this image. I'm giving same. Others I'm giving to Linux underscore Ohio. I'm giving the same description. Here you can see the reboot option. If you select this, what happen? Instance will reboot automatically. But make sure that in real time, uncheck this. Why? Because already so many servers are running behind. You don't know. If you select this, if you want to create these instance, whatever the jobs are running will fail. Instance will reboot. It will time to get up. Maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It will take time, right? You have to carefully unselect this. After that, if you want to give the name tags, already we have given here. No need to give here. If you require, you can give that name as well. Just remove this, create an image. Tell me one thing, if I launch instance from this image, automatically Nginx will come. No need to install Nginx again, right? This is the important feature we have. So what in background, what happened if I create the AMI in background, snapshot will be created. See here, snapshot will be created. See, still it is in pending state. So that is why AMI also pending state. AMI also pending state. Let me select the AMI for the clear visibility. See here, the AMI is in pending state. Why? Still snapshot also pending. How we can say that this AMI is attached to that snapshot? Here is the snapshot ID. If you can observe, here also you can get the details. 16C9, 16C9, same snapshot, right? After that, if you want, you can install the once AMI is ready. If you want, you can install, you can launch the one more EC2 instance, or if you want, you can move the instance from one region to another region also. We can do that. Copy AMI destination, you have to select where you want to push over here. Tags as well or new tags, just copy AMI. If I switch to over here, over here, if I go to AMIs, I can see the AMI. If I go to here, I have the AMI 6BF2. Here it is the AMI ID will change. I said earlier, right? Same funda will work. So after it is moving, if you wish, you can delete the AMI here in base region. If you wish, you can delete it after this is completed. It will take based on the size. Now we have empty device, we have empty storage, that's why it will easily copied. Generally it will take 30 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe 1 hour also, or 2 hours also. This is an important update. AMI can copy one region to another region. These the features of in AMIs. If I talk about the these ones, let's see. Let's wait for a while to AMI comes up. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to disable the terminate protection. Why? Because I want to terminate this instance. Action instance, sorry, actions, instance setting, change terminate and protection, disable it, just uncheck. If uncheck, it will disable automatically. Then you can go to terminate instance. Now I have terminated in Ohio. Let's wait for a while to AMI comes up. Generally it will take some time to comes up, but once it is ready, we can simply launch the instance. That web page will appear. So this is about the AMI, and I will give you one question here. So if you lost the key pair, one of the server, using AMI also we can retrieve it. How to do that? For example, I lost the key for this server. How I can do that? Using this server, I can create one more AMI, create image. After image completion, I launch the EC2 instance from that AMI with different key pair. I'll select the new key pair. I'll choose the new key pair. That time I'm able to log in the server. Right. It's the same approach last time we did, but with the help of the AMI. Instead of removing attaching values, we can do one more thing. That is also one of the feature we have. Just I'm telling you that one as well. Okay. This is about the AMI, friends. This is about the instance lifecycle. Until then, in the next video, we'll discuss about the EC2 options, more EC2 options we have. Until then, bye bye. Thank you.